All right. All right. We're live. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. It is December the 12th, 2023. What are we in for? What is this world in store for? What do the days, the weeks, the months, I'm not going to say years, have in store for us? Rumble, I'm getting notifications from rumble.com. Bear with me. People are commenting on my video. I have other formats I go to, Rumble, and I'm even doing TikTok. So getting way more views on TikTok than I ever do here on YouTube. I do one short video and it's 1,000 views, and I don't know. That rider with the bow. He is riding. I'm telling you. I think we're gonna see him, and his name's not Biden. The Antichrist is here. I'm telling you, he's among us. We've seen him. I'm sure we know his name. And just until that man of sin be revealed, I think he's. Let's go home because he's already been revealed. I'm very, very certain of that. And that's what the scripture says. Unless that man of sin be revealed, but what else would you like him to do? Get up and do a tap dance for you? And he's here. He's here. But trumpetofgodministries.com. Go to our website, visit our website. That's been, I want to thank Christy, my beautiful wife, for updating it for us all. She's been so busy and it's been so difficult. I got interrupted yesterday. A woman that lost everything in a house fire. We gathered up some clothing for her and supplies. And I've got another one. It's wintertime. It's winter. And the crisis in Flint, Michigan, and Detroit, the homeless crisis, is at an epidemic level. And we've got another young lady coming today for some supplies and clothing. People are losing their livelihood. You can't afford to go to the grocery store anymore. You can't go buy groceries. You can't. This whole Green New Deal that they're implementing is, I don't know what to think. I wonder if I should go live on a different format too while we're here with this whole Green New Deal stuff going on. Hang on a minute, I gotta have a sip of coffee. I never go live on TikTok, but maybe I should try it. Do you think? What do you, what y'all think? What you think? Let's see. I have this button on the back of my phone. Well, Christy's got one, so I got one. But now when I try to put it in a phone mount, it's very difficult. It doesn't want to go. Oh no, it doesn't want to go. So let's see what happens. What do you think? The Green New Deal. The Green New Deal. I'm telling you guys, I don't know anymore. Let me see. Of course. Doesn't recognize me. It doesn't recognize who I am. Oh, Lordy. Where is it? Let's see. How am I going to do this, though? Excuse me. How am I going to do this, guys? Kids? How am I going to do this, kids? We're going to do it like this. We're going to do it like this. Templates. Do 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 do. Oh, my goodness, my goodness, my goodness. And then how do you end? I don't know. I'm playing around because I've got waiting for people to come in here. Oh, my. Live streaming. Let's see. What do I got to do to go live on TikTok? Anybody go on TikTok? I got this pain in my tummy today. Well, glory, glory. Let's try it. I'm not sure how to go off of live. That's my problem. 3, 2, 1. All right, it says we're live on Tiki Talk. We're live on YouTube. And it's December the 12th already. So we're talking about the end times, end time Bible prophecy. And as we're live on YouTube and on TikTok, I just wanted to come on here and first say to everyone, I'm hoping you're having a very blessed day today and morning today. And welcome all of you. They're all popping in on TikTok. Welcome. God bless you. God bless you for joining. We're living in a time that I can only imagine, like the movie, the song, I Can Only Imagine. I did watch that the other night. For my friends on TikTok, we're live on YouTube, on my YouTube channel as well. So we're doing a double take here. We're live on both formats. I could go live on Rumble, but I don't have another media source. I don't have another webcam, or we'd go live on every format. We're live at YouTube right now and TikTok. But I can only imagine what my grandmother would think to be alive at this time in the end times, in Bible prophecy, to see how far we've come, especially with technology, and I call it fallen angel technology. Going back to the book of Enoch, oh my, and the fallen angels, and how they ascended down from Mount Hermon, and the advancement in technology that they taught, and the Nephilim, and the mating with woman, found woman to be fair. But I just wonder what my grandmother would have thought of the technology today, even going back to the time of Hitler, and the UFO phenomenon. People are seeing these craft in the sky, and now we've got more reports now coming out from our government, our lovely government that likes to hide everything, make you think you're seeing things you're not, like the moon landing. They actually have you believing. They actually have you believing that they landed on the moon, where here we are. How many 100 years later? Not 100, but how many years later? With all the advance, when they landed on the moon, allegedly, friends, we didn't have cell phones. We didn't have microwave ovens. We barely had color TV. I think most of them people had black and white, them big box TVs. You had the records where you put the little yellow thing. Remember that? You clip the yellow, what's that called? I can't think. Somebody on TikTok help me out here. What was that called? To play the 45 and the LP. We didn't even have a Ford Pinto yet. And we landed on the moon. Hallelujah. But here we are in 2023. We can't duplicate what we did 80 years ago, 60 years ago. We can't duplicate it for some reason. You bought that hook, line, and sinker, didn't we? We all did. We all did. Who was filming when they were on who was filming all of this? But my grandmother would have been, she was alive during the fake moon landing. I think she bought it. But she always told me about the rapture of a church, the church being taken and being caught up. And I grew up in the church, and I couldn't find rapture anywhere in the Bible. I looked and looked, and I couldn't find it. Sometimes we'd have our little Bible studies, and she told me I was stubborn and hard-headed, and I need to seek the Lord. And when I did, I seen rapture everywhere. But where the post-tribbers like to uh, uh, argue is, well, the Apostle Paul and that time won't come until the man of sin be revealed. Um, are you kidding me? He's here. He's walking right among us. He's been revealed to us. We've all seen him. I think we all know his name. It's just we're not shouting it out. But in a great falling away, are you telling me there's not a falling away of the faith right now? The things that the world ended, that angered God and hurt him to his heart that he even made man. Uh, the book of going back to, I'm sorry, the time of Lot, Sodom and Gomorrah. Then you had the Nephilim, the offspring of the fallen angels, and you had havoc going on, bestiality, all havoc going on in the world. And God ended the world with a flood. And um, now they've taken the rainbow and have distorted the rainbow. God's promise to man that he would never do that again and end the world with a flood. But we're talking about fire now. Our bloodlines have been contaminated, and from the very beginning, Satan has been furious with God ever since he was cast out of heaven. He was the most beautiful of all of God's creations, and he wanted to find a way to get even with God. And when God made Adam from the dust of the ground and blew into his nostrils the breath of life, this infuriated the devil. It's infuriated Satan. And he wanted to find a way to get even. So what does he do? He tampers with the DNA. He tampers with our bloodlines. Our blood is contaminated. Our bloodlines are contaminated. But well, the world ended again with the flood, and the Nephilim all went away. Did they? Did they really all go away? Uh, but but Noah was perfect in his generations. The world ended with that flood to get rid of this bloodline, this poison contaminated blood. But you're saying Noah was perfect in his generations. He was, but his wife wasn't. So we still have that contaminated bloodline. Nephilim. And the only way now that you can truly be saved from this act of the devil is to have a blood transfusion. You got to be covered in the new blood of the new covenant. You've got to have all of your sins washed away and get that blood transfusion, and you can only get that by accepting Jesus as your Lord and Savior. So I'm looking around and I'm seeing so much going um, on the world stage. And today, as we're looking at end time Bible prophecy, and I did a video on this movie that's produced by Barack Obama and Michelle Obama that is getting very popular. It's full of symbolism of the end times. And a lot of people I've been on YouTube for new to TikTok, but years and years on YouTube, going back. And I was watching the signs of the end times, going way back to some of you may remember the Deepwater Horizon and thinking that's something like a mountain burning into the sea. And but it wasn't the right time. When the signs and the prophecies began to be fulfilled, I believe that's 2011. We had the 9.0 earthquake and tsunami that hit Fukushima, and birds going on New Year's Day falling, red-winged blackbirds falling out of the sky dead. Fish washing ashore. We see massive fish kills. We don't even hear about this anymore. And the floods and the New Zealand, the landslides and the volcano activity. Now we're at the cusp of the time known as Jacob's Trouble. And I can see it with the world leaders in the world today. And I don't need movies like, I don't need Barack Obama. Some swear he's the biblical Antichrist. But to me, he doesn't fit. He doesn't fit. It's like trying to put a square peg in a round hole. He doesn't fit the attributes of the Antichrist. The Antichrist is going to come out of obscurity. Some of you may get mad at me for just giving you my opinion, but this is biblical. He's not going to be like the others, his predecessors. He's not going to be a politician. Obama was a senator. So he was a politician, and Israel is going to have to fall in love with him. Israel is going to have to be head over heels. This anti-Messiah, anti-Christ is going to win Israel over. Doesn't care what Iran thinks, or Russia, or North Korea. He has to falsely, for 3.5 years, have Israel sing his praises. He's going to make a covenant with many. Has that been done? Has that been fulfilled already, this covenant with many? He's going to remind me, go back to the covenant with many. Hi, everybody on YouTube. I'm talking directly to TikTok right now, but everybody on YouTube. He's going to make a covenant with many. He's going to resemble, going back to Osiris, going back to Nimrod. He's going to be almost like a mirror image of Nimrod. Nimrod was a mighty man. He had a stern countenance, a fierce physique, and he was a builder. He built the Tower of Babel. Let me get a sip of my coffee. Welcome, Amelia. Craving that. I'm craving my coffee, craving that. And Stacy in the USA. And Stephanie joined. Welcome to many. God bless you all. Let me get a sip of my coffee. He's going to be a builder who kind of fits. Obama doesn't fit. He never built anything. Israel is not happy with look at the name, Barack Hussein Obama. Saddam Hussein, Barack Hussein, Osama Obama. Barack Obama did nothing for Israel, nothing at all. Didn't like, he's Muslim, you know. So how is he going to win over Israel, like the Antichrist? You know, the end times are all about, you can call New York City Mystery Babylon. We know we can get into that later. But Bible prophecy revolves around Israel. And this is what I do when I can't ride my motorcycle. I just love to preach and preach the end times. But he's going to make people say peace treaty. It doesn't say. I can't find it anywhere in the Bible. I can't find the word peace treaty, and I can't find the word antichrist. There are many antichrists in the world, but I can't find anywhere antichrist. It's the man of sin, the lawless one. Well, the Democrats are calling somebody today the lawless one. And I want you to know I voted for this person, and I'll vote again for this person because I love the economy we had back in 2020, 2016. But so this Antichrist, this lawless one, the son of perdition, he's not going to be a politician. He's not going to be like his predecessors. He's going to come out of obscurity. He's going to have a fierce look on his face. He's going to be a builder, and he's going to make a peace covenant. He's going to confirm the covenant with many. And what did he do? He confirmed. What did Donald Trump do? He confirmed the Arab Accords. Has that been fulfilled? You got the Tower of Babel. What about Trump Tower? Who loves Israel? Who loves Israel with a passion? And who does Israel love back? Donald Trump. I know it sounds crazy. It sounds crazy, but Israel would give him a seat in King David's throne. Donald Trump has done so much for Israel, but we've got to watch, because I think everything, that's just my opinion. But I believe, Donald Trump's grandmother's maiden name was Christ, the last Trump. So, there's a lot of things to go together with this. But I just wanted to bring you this morning. But this, we've got Joe Biden in office, and no offense, because it has nothing to do with having dementia or being elderly. He just can't do the job. He can't. And he has a problem. He's being investigated now for money laundering and all this with his son, these money deals with Burisma and China. And that's all coming to a head. And China has him in their back pocket. He's kind of like China's puppet. All this talk about Trump with Russia. Then none of that came true. But now the mainstream media is being silent on the Biden corruption family. But as long as he's in office, I think Russia, I call him Russia the bear in Bible prophecy, North Korea, China, Iran, all the billions of dollars. How did Hamas attack so violently and viciously? Hamas. I mean, how did Hamas attack Israel so violently? They were funded by the Biden regime crime family. But as long as Biden's in office, I think they're not worried, the superpowers of the world, but they're afraid of Donald Trump. If they're going to attack with another virus, this white lung disease, there's so many things coming out of China. We're thinking of World War III as big bombs falling from the sky. Think about cyber attacks. Think about the power grids going down. Think about microwave technology. Talking about fallen angel technology. Think about the weapons, the chemical weapons of warfare, the cloud seeding, the weather control, the weather manipulation, the chemtrails in the skies. We're already being programmed. We're being programmed by everything we watch on the news. In the old days, you'd go to a theater and they'd want you during intermission to go buy popcorn. So there would be subliminal messages placed throughout the movies. And then what happens at the little break? You got the dancing popcorn and the pop and the hot dog. They're all dancing. To put the subliminal message in your mind that you're hungry. And people do that in the fast food industry. There's subliminal messages that might make you crave that hamburger, that burger, or to go to the fast food places. And society today, they're programming you. Hello, brother. I'm doing good. God bless you. They're programming us with everything in society today, that we're sick, that we are full of disease, that we have to conform to Big Brother, the government. We've got to be controlled. We can't do this on our own. We need the government for money. We need the government to arrange our finances for us. We need the government. Guns are bad. Guns are bad. You have the speech. You shouldn't say these things. So we need to censor you, the mind control. Censor you. Don't speak your mind on certain certain uh, political statements. It's okay to go against the word of God, but never go against the government. Give up your guns, just like Hitler said. We'll take care of you. Give up your guns. We'll take care of you. We'll put you in a re-education camp. We're going to re-educate you. We're going to put you in a re-education camp. We're going to make sure that your mind and your spirit now belong to the government, not to God. He's not real. God's not real. So when it all comes down, they want to control the super highways of the world. They want to keep you prisoner when all of this comes down, when the power grids go down, when you hear that supersonic sound and then you start bleeding from the eyes and the nose, when the you know what hits the fan, when your GPS doesn't work anymore, like in that movie, they want to keep you contained. They want to contain you into the big cities. They don't want you to prep. Don't prep. We're going to take care of you. Don't get supplies of water. Don't build bunkers way out in the northern country, out in the wilderness. Stay in the city. Stay in your house that you bought. Stay in your apartment. Stay in the big city where the tall buildings are so they can come down on you. So if you do not agree to this new world order, this one world government, if you don't agree to this one world religion where you can pray to the God of your choosing, if you want to pray to Buddha, it's okay. If you want to pray to Muhammad, over here they're praying to Buddha, over here they're praying to Jesus, over here they're praying to the Hindu gods, they're praying to the golden calf. It's okay. They want you to conform to that society. Welcome, Tammy. Tammy's on YouTube. We're on YouTube Live and we're on TikTok Live at the same time. My dear Tammy has joined us on YouTube, and so many people joining us on TikTok. Oh, I'm just so pleased. They don't want you to, they want you to give up your guns, give up your freedom, and this new world order. And if you don't conform, they're going to take away all forms of monetary gain. They're going to control your finances. They're going to have you take a mark, like a chip, a microchip in your right hand or on your forehead. And that's the only way you're going to be able to survive. And if you refuse, they're going to bring out, oh, check the Noahide laws if you think online. They're going to bring out the guillotines. But first, they're going to put you in, Walmarts are going to all turn into these, I know you think I'm crazy, these internment camps or concentration camps. They're going to have armed guards there, and they're going to re-educate you, those that haven't fled from the cities. And after all of the re-education and the subliminal messages and the mind control, if they can't get you to conform, FEMA camps, yes, FEMA. That's what I wanted to say, but you know what I'm talking about. This being TikTok, I don't know what I can get away with saying. They're going to, if you don't conform, they're going to unalive you, invite to join live. I'm going to accept this. Let's see. I'm not sure how we even do this. I never go live on YouTube. Hey, welcome. So if you don't conform, the little ones here, hey, how are you? Look at you. How are you? My, what a good looking little guy right there. All right.
I'm good. I'm good. And you?
I'm good. I'm blessed and highly favored. I'm very blessed. And God is good all the time. So they want you to conform to this new world order. And that's, it's all here. I'm not making any of this up. It's right here. It's in the Bible.
Where's Sweeney from?
I'm sorry.
Where's Sweeney from?
I'm from Michigan, United States.
Wow.
Michigan, it's
That's
cold. It's cold in Michigan. Where are you from?
yeah, Africa.
Oh, okay. All right. God bless you. God bless you. But that's why we need, like I was saying, we need a Messiah. We need Jesus. We need to get rid of that old fallen angel DNA that our blood has been tampered with. We need a blood transfusion, and only Jesus can do that.
I have followed you. Try to follow me back.
I'm sorry.
I followed you. I followed you. Try to follow me back.
Oh, okay. Okay. So you kind of know my story a little bit, huh? So I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. So those of you like this gentleman, this little young man that have followed me for a while, I'm a survivor. I preach the truth. I preach the truth on YouTube, on Rumble, and I don't go live really on TikTok, but I am right now. And I'm going to do a lot more lives. But because I preach the truth, YouTube tries to take my channel down. I'm on YouTube live right now and TikTok. They try to take down my channel. They mess with the analytics, and no one gets a notification when I go live on YouTube because I speak the truth. They don't want the far liberal agenda. Don't want me to. They don't want me to speak the truth. And the devil doesn't like me. Isn't that something? The devil, he doesn't like me at all. He wants to get rid of me. Let me accept the. I lost him. I was going to accept another one to come up live. So back in 2019, I got really sick. I mean, I was really sick. I didn't know what was going on. No one knew what COVID was yet, but I had this respiratory infection so bad I couldn't breathe. And then late,
Hello, sir.
yes,
Hello, sir. Are you a man of God? Are you a pastor?
yep, yes, sir. Ordained non-denominational.
Wow, 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 wow. I love
Yep.
that. I love that.
Listen to my testimony real quick before I end. So I became really, really violently
I would
sick.
like to share something with you. I would like to share something with you. It's just a private something.
Having a hard time hearing you.
I said, I have to share something with you. A private something.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm gonna see if I can turn this up a little bit.
I can't say it right now on live TikTok. It's something we can chat and no more.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm having some kind of temptation, and I need a man of God to give me advice for it and what I do for to achieve it. Right?
Okay. I'm having a little bit of difficulty understanding, but
That's what I'm saying. I'll have to talk to you privately.
right,
It's
right.
not here. It's not here. It's
Yeah.
not here.
Message me when we're done, and then I could understand a little better. Can you do that?
I can
Okay.
do that. That's why I've followed you. Transfer me back.
Okay. Okay. And
Yeah, so I can message you if you're done, right? But
all
I want
right.
to go off right. I want to go off right now.
Okay. All right. God bless you. We'll talk. Okay. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So in 2019,
Okay. Bye.
at the end, I got really, really sick, and I started bleeding, and I ended up, long story short, having cancer, colon cancer. So I went into surgery, and during the surgery, they nicked my intestine, somehow my bowel, and they didn't realize that I was leaking poison into my system. So I have no memory of this. I went into a coma for the entire summer of 2020. I was on life support, and I had poison going all through my system for 2 days. I went into septic shock. And the head of infectious diseases told my wife, he's on life support. His kidneys have taken a hit. He's got double pneumonia in his lungs. The sepsis has reeked through his organs. And she said, let's unhook the ventilator and just give him palliative care. Let's take all of the tubes and the feeding tube out of him and let him go peacefully. And she said, no, my God's bigger than your God. I don't know who your God is, but my God is bigger than your God. And she fought, had that infectious disease doctor removed from my case. And the main doctor said, well, it doesn't look good, but we're not going to count him out yet. So I was in a coma, terrible. I'm writing my book right now. I'm writing the book on my survival. So I fight and I come back and I'm like 120 pounds, in the hospital. And I beat cancer. They couldn't find any cancer in my body anywhere. They removed the tumor from my colon. They took 12 lymph nodes, no cancer. I didn't have chemo. I didn't have anything. But my kidneys were damaged. So I was on dialysis. I had a permaport in my neck. Fought. I couldn't walk. I couldn't speak. I had to learn to talk all over again because I had a trach in my throat. But this shows you the power of prayer and the power of God. I survived. And I survived sepsis. You don't survive sepsis. My wife knew the symptoms of sepsis because the year before, I'm a pastor, the year before, her nephew Jason died of septic shock. And I did perform his eulogy. But I'm out of it. I'm in a coma, so I don't know what's going on with sepsis and that. But my wife knows, and that's why she told the doctors, I think he's septic. He's talking out of his head. He can't stay awake. And sure enough, so they had me on all these antibiotics. When you have sepsis or septic shock, you lose your limbs. You lose your digits, your fingers, your feet, because all the blood leaves your feet and it leaves your digits and it goes to fight to where the infection is. So I learned to walk. I learned to talk. Started walking with a walker, going 3 times a day to dialysis. Then after about 3 months, I am home. The doctors are looking at each other and they're scratching their heads. And, we're going to send you to get your port removed. I said, well, how are you going to give me dialysis? He said, we don't know how this happened, but you no longer, your kidneys came back. You don't need dialysis. I'm not on dialysis today. So I survived that. They had to put a bag on my stomach and an ileostomy. So I went in for reversal. From 2020, I survived septic shock and colon cancer. 3 times between 2021 and today, they tried to do a reversal and get rid of my ostomy bag. And each time I went septic. I survived septic shock 3 times, 3 rounds of AFib, to where they had to shock my heart because I went out of sinus rhythm. I went into cardiac arrest on the operating table in 2020 and they jolted me back. So I have been brought back. Last January, almost a year, in February, they found a spot on my lung. I don't smoke. And I had small cell lung cancer. I had 5 treatments. And today, I just got my PET scan back. I go on the 19th to the oncology. There's no cancer in my body anywhere. But that's the power of God, the healing power of Jesus, and the power of prayer. So that's why on TikTok, I'm called the Miracle Man, just because it has been a miracle. And I'll share with all of you real quick before I end. When I finally came to and the nightmares ended in the hospital, and I could actually speak a little. They let me eat. They took the feeding tube. First, it was in my nose, and I got a hole right here forever in my chest. I'm cut to pieces here, but I'm alive. But this doctor came in, a cardiologist, and he is from, I believe, India, Pakistan. And he said, I got to tell you something. He said, please, please. He pleaded with me, don't tell this story to anybody here on staff. Don't tell any other doctors what I'm about to tell you. But he said, I was there during your emergency surgery when we had to restart your heart, when we had to shock you back. And he said, the chills, the hair on the back of my neck stood up. He said, I know you believe in Jesus, this God. And he said, we have a different belief system. But he said, I was so terrified. He said, yes, Trump won. He said, I was so terrified because I'm there. The surgeons are working desperately on repairing your bowel. And I look and I see something manifest like smoke, he said, like a film from the ground up. And he said, it gave me a chill. And I could feel something looking at over my shoulder. But he said, I looked and at your thigh was this, had to have been 30 feet tall, male figure. He didn't have wings like an angel, but it was leaning over you. It was so tall it had to lean over, and it was holding on to your right leg. Then he said, I looked to the left, I looked to the right, and on each shoulder, these figures were standing over you, one with his hand on your left shoulder, one with its hand on your right shoulder. He said they were in the male form. And he said, what scared me, he said, I thought I was going to pass out. He said they were looking and watching everything we did. Everything we did. Tell me angels aren't real. You can never, never tell me that. Never, never, never in a million years. So I love you guys on TikTok. I'm going to try to end now. Please like this and follow me for more. That's so much more. I love motorcycles for my motorcycle people. That's my freedom. We have a homeless ministry, and a lot of times this summer, I use the motorcycle. I go into some bad areas of Flint, Michigan, and Detroit, and deliver the word and deliver some sandwiches and a little hope, saddlebags filled with hope for the homeless. So I love you guys. Go to my profile if you can and follow me. And I'm going to try to end because I don't ever go live, so I'm not sure how you end a live. So let's see. Well, that's not how. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm not sure. Let's see. I'm not sure how you end. Let's see. No. Bear with me. I'm trying to figure this out and follow everybody. Let's see. What is this one? I apologize. I don't know how you work this darn thing. Let's see. There we are. So bye-bye, everybody. I'll figure it out sooner or later. I'm not a fallen angel. I don't have technology. God bless you all. And now to my friend on YouTube, Takeful. What are you doing? Oh, yeah, we're supposed to get some really bitter cold. Bitter, freezing cold now. Tomorrow and Thursday. The high's going to be 24, 22. It's windy here in the big city. I got to get out of the city. I got to get armed and get out of the city. Damn. But the sun is shining on my future. But I'm heading out to Flint, Michigan right now. I'm heading to the UP. No, I'm not. I wish I was. I want to talk about the UP for a moment. I watched that movie that with Julia Roberts and is about produced by Obama, and all these deer were congregating, coming like hundreds of deer. And I remember being way up in the UP, almost to Wisconsin with Christy, and we got a hotel room, but it was like in a populated neighborhood in the UP. And Christy said it's common. It's common. The deer were in people's front yards, in that not subdivisions, I guess, but down on their streets. Deer were just everywhere. They were roaming around people's front yards and their front grass, and I thought that was something else. But I love you guys, and I will see you guys in a little bit. Pray for our ministry if you can help. We need your love and we need your support. And God bless you. And I'll see you guys real soon.